Well, what a morning it is. A lovely, misty morning to wake up to. And the first night under the stars of the year. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing to be it. I've now got 2 nights ahead of me to do a bit of my own fishing. And then I'm back out on the bank next week filming again. And what happened is I got down here last night, like an hour before dark. I arrived in the first peg. And it's a peg I like. I've had fish out of it before and I know they get it when it starts to get warm. So I've come down into the peg with my bucket, had a look out, and I've seen a fish just under the surface milling about, and that was all I needed. Straight away, got 3 little tiny bits of black foam on the zig liner, fishing 3 different depths, 3, 4, 5. Got 3 rods out where I saw this fish. Yeah, last night just enjoyed the evening, had a nice steak, had a couple of beers. It was a full moon as well, so the scene was absolutely set. I did have a pickup on the middle rod, sort of around 11 p.m, but it was an aborted take, so I got that rod back out on the spot, and this was the 5-foot zig that ended up going. Yeah, 3 a.m, absolutely ripped off, 25-pound common. I've weighed it, I've got it in the retainer sling at the moment, so we'll get it out and have a little look. Oh yes, really wild looking common with a big old belly, and this one went for the 5-foot zig, 3 a.m. this morning. I had 3 zigs out there, starting from 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot. The 5-foot zig ended up doing the business, so I've got all 3 now on 5-foot zigs, and yeah, what a fish.
Oh, come on, that's the one, surely.
He just crops up on the lake and starts talking to you, and all of a sudden you have a little in your swim every day.
Get a little bit more close.
Get it in that net. Get it in that net. Got it.
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
You got it, yeah?
Yeah, I think I was oversizing a bit, but it's definitely a 30.
Get in there, boy. Get in there. Oh, it's shaking.
I think it might be a 30.
Oh, mate, it's a nice
Look
net.
at that.
Oh, my.
Bosh. Proper one, that is.
What do you think of that, mate? You done a good job netting that.
Yeah, well, knew you were going to get it in, so it's fine. I've done my head torch off so I don't blind the camera.
It's bloody crazy, wasn't it, though?
That was a mental. I don't know how it's got no weed on its head.
Yeah. That is crazy.
That is a. Look at that fish, though.
Yeah, we fucking done
Look
it.
at that.
That's a fish. There's your tea, mate.
Thank you.
Well deserved. Great netting skills there, man. Absolute class. I don't think I would have got it otherwise.
because
You didn't have waders on.
well, I would have jumped in there, but that would have been tragic. I would have drowned. Absolutely mental. Just walking back, literally praying, just looking at the clutch, thinking, is it gonna go? Is it gonna break free? And you know, you can feel it, like the main line's just grinding through something.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. And then all of a sudden it started coming in. I felt like it had loads of weed on all the way, but it didn't.
It didn't.
It was mad. It must be a big fish, man. Powerful fish. But it's one of the scaly ones. Like one of the proper.
You haven't had one of the scaly ones yet, have you?
No. Nope. I've had the leathery ones, but I've not had one like that. It's like well, what a fish. Lovely scaly one. To be honest, this rod was the one I was least confident on. But again, it was a 5-foot zig, a little bit black foam. And yeah, it was a funny old bite, and it was a really tricky battle. But with help of Lucas, we managed to slip it over the cord. It's not as big as we thought, but who cares when they look like this, because look at it, it's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Well, nice fish. The rod's back out on the spot, so fingers crossed we can get one to hold up first light during the night, see what happens. Whew.
How many teas have I made you?
4 now?
Fucking lovely.
Well, technically 5, but one was so disgusting that you had to throw it away.
What's your tactics?
What you fishing?
Well, I'm actually on a 5-foot zig with black foam, but no zigger liner, because you see, I don't have any. And then one on a
call out for free gear.
This is a call out for free gear. Darrell, hit my line. As well,
Fucked your tee up again, mate.
I'm on a 3-foot zig as well, and then one's on a solid bag. Obviously, the 3-foot. This is better. I feel better now. All I can catch is stockies, but I can't even catch those. I've had one, and not in this session.
And what's your baiting approach?
A solid bag, but boilie's just completely random because I can't use a throwing stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are your sponsors saying at the moment then? Who are you working closely with?
Well, my sponsor's saying that I'm not catching enough carp and that I should be tagging that certain bait company because I'm with another bait company and I shouldn't be tagging them in my posts. So, not well.
Done the lens, didn't it? He's gone. Fuck it.
Look at this, the stuff that I do to get this guy photos. My sleeves, fully wet, they're drenched. My trousers, I pissed myself. Look at this. They were good photos though, so it's worth it. State of me.
Well, here we are, coming up to the end of the session. Last night was my last night, and I managed to get one more fish, that really gnarly looking scaly mirror at £22 14 ounce. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about how I've been catching these fish. The first night I had that lovely £25 common, that fell to a 5-foot zig. My thought process for this was, I turned up to the lake, saw a few fish just under the surface, and straight away thought, you know, spring's here, the fish are probably going to be mainly focused on getting that energy from the sun, get them kick-started, so they're going to be in the upper water column. So yeah, I went all out zigs, a 3-foot, 4-foot and 5-foot, to get an idea of whereabouts in the water column they're feeding. It ended up being the 5-foot zig that done the business on the first night. So yeah, that was the result. That night I ended up putting all of them on 5-foot zigs, but nothing happened after that. And then the following day the fish were right up in the upper layers, like you could see them cruising about all day long. So yeah, I went and put a 6.5-foot zigs on, but I didn't have nothing. And with seeing all that activity in the day, I was thinking maybe they're going to be ready for some bait. You know, maybe it's that time where they might get their heads down. They've burnt a lot of energy in the day, so why not get some bait out? It might produce fish. So I sacrificed one rod, got it out on the deck. We've introduced about 30 baits, 30 boilies. Yeah, and the other 2 rods, 5-foot 6 again, out into the middle. It was my right hand rod, the 5-foot zig, that ended up catching that £22 14 ounce mirror last night. So yeah, it just proves that the fish are still in the upper layers, and zigs has been, you know, the go-to. It's what's been doing the business. So yeah, but this morning there's been quite a few fish crashing, so I'm back down next weekend, and I really do think it's around that time now where I can start putting some bait in, and try to create some activity on the bottom and hopefully get one of the bigger ones. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little pack up, head home. I'm out filming this week, so I'm back on the bank, but I will be straight back down here for another DOVECOTE Diary next weekend. So till then, I'll see you later.